What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today we're gonna take a look at this bad boy. It's a 2021 Ram 1500 Limited. Starting off in the front, this truck is bedazzled in chrome, and not in a bad way that you may think, because all of the chrome flows perfectly, which actually makes the truck look super classy. And if you take a look at the front bumper as well, you can see you've got your two tow hooks, your parking sensors, and your front fog lights. A little closer look, again, you've got your safety features, which this truck has a ton of, which I'll go over. And also in the chrome grille, you've got the chrome Ram lettering with the front facing camera right underneath it. And this particular Ram 1500 Limited is the EcoDiesel version, which is the V6 3-liter. Now, moving on to the set of tires and rims that this truck sits on, I think it complements the truck perfectly because you get both chrome and black accents, and these are 22-inch tires, which look amazing and complement everything about the truck. Like I mentioned, everything about this truck you can see here looks perfect, and it also has a Ram box. And on the key fob, you got your tailgate release and suspension lowering, and the key just looks amazing with the Ram Limited at the back. And these beautiful LED headlights look amazing, and they're just the perfect shape that just blend into the whole front end of the truck, including the chrome right above it and around it, and with the grille as well. This particular truck is also equipped with Ram boxes on both sides, which you do get a ton of space if you need to put some tools in there, you're in construction, you need to lock away stuff in privacy, you've got all that stuff ready to go. You've also got a plug at the back if you ever need to plug in any of your power tools, and there's just a lot of room, like you can see in the truck, where you can keep stuff on both sides, and I think that's really cool. This truck at the back is equipped with a multifunctional tailgate, which you can open it both ways like a traditional, number one, and number two, you can open it sideways, which is so much easier to load stuff in and out. And at the bottom, you can see you've got your hitch receiver with the dual exhaust, which looks perfect in chrome, and you've got the badging with the Ram logo at the back and with the Limited lettering at the rear, knowing that you drive a Limited. As for your backup camera, it's tucked away perfectly at the rear handle of the tailgate. Because this truck has a multifunctional tailgate, your back step is located right beside the exhaust. Also, your rear taillights do have a sensor built in for your blind spot monitoring, and that's a little sensor you see in the middle there, and it is pretty expensive if you do break it. With the tailgate down, you can see this Limited has a spray-in bed liner already on it, and you also get LED bed lighting in the back on both sides, and you can turn off the LED lighting with just press of a button while you're at the back doing your work or whatever you're doing. Also, you get 4 adjustable tie down hooks, or actually adjustable on the rack, which it's easier to do everything. Also, this is the way that you can also open the rear tailgate. And with the tailgate open this way, it just makes things loading in and out very easy on this truck. On the Ram 1500 Limiteds, you do get the standard built-in power deployable side steps. You also get side mirrors, which are in chrome on both sides with the turn signals built right in, and it just looks very nice with the whole chrome look. With just a press of a button off of your key fob, your tailgate opens very softly, and it just makes it easier. If you need to lower your truck, no worries, you can do it right off the key fob. But if you do need to raise the truck for whatever reason, you'll have to do that from the inside, which I'll show you. But this truck does go down quite a bit. Taking a look at what powers this beast, it is a V6 3-liter EcoDiesel, producing 260 horsepower with 480 foot-pound of torque, and you can tow about 12,500 pounds off of this, which is pretty amazing off of an EcoDiesel engine. Jumping into the rear of the truck, you can see everything just looks classy, and just the way everything is put together on the interior, because if you take a look deeper, you can see that beautiful stitching and the beautiful design on the Limiteds, which looks absolutely beautiful. This truck is also equipped with the best sound system, Harman Kardon. Also, the seats at the back are phenomenal and very comfortable, just as much as the front ones, but these ones also do recline a little, and it just makes it a very comfortable ride, not only for the driver and passenger, but the passengers at the back as well. From the rear on the driver and passenger seats, you also get these little pouches where you can put small stuff with the nice design. In the center console at the back, you do get this wood-like finish, And you also get a bunch of plugs in the back as well. You've got your normal outlet, USB ports, heated and ventilated seats for the rear passengers. Up top, right above the passengers, you also get 2 extra speakers for the Harman Kardon sound system. By folding down the rear handrest, you also get 2 cup holders in there and a little bit of room to put your stuff. If you just lift that little section up, you have a little bit of small stuff space. You can put whatever you need to, paperwork or whatever it is. If that space wasn't enough, you can also lift all of the seats at the back so you can put whatever you need to if you have small precious stuff. With having keyless entry, you can just press that little button to lock and unlock the truck. On the front driver's side, there's a lot of similarities from the rear in terms of the stitching, the design, and the craftsmanship that goes into the truck. Also, you get memory seats in the front. You've also got your window buttons in the front as well. Also, you've got the Harman Kardon speakers, which, and again, in the rear you saw. At the bottom there, you've got your traditional foot pedals, the brake, and the accelerator. Nothing too fancy. Here, you've got your e-brake, which is electronic, power adjustable pedals, and the button to turn off the power in the rear ram box. You've also got your traditional light controls from the front, and your fog lights, and your dimmers as well. The front seats on this truck are power adjustable, and you also get the lumbar support as well. Now, these front seats are very, very comfortable. As you can see, they're full leather, heated and ventilated, so you're covered in both seasons. Also, again, you get the stitching in white and the little white outlining as well, which perfect for this truck in white. On the steering, you've got your gauge cluster controls along with your Bluetooth controls as well. Right in the center, you've got the Ram logo in kind of a matte finish, which looks really cool. On the right of that, you've got your gear limit controls, you've got your adaptive cruise control settings, and your cruise control buttons. Just going back to the craftsmanship of this truck, you've got this beautiful wood type of texture on the steering wheel, and you've also got it here at the bottom as well, which looks perfect. And it just goes along with the whole theme. Right behind the steering wheel, you've got your controls for the high beams, indicators, and your windshield wipers. In the center screen, when you start up the truck, you are welcomed by this beautiful blue illuminated Limited logo type thing. You've got your RPM gauges, temperature gauges, your speed, and the amount of gas you have in the vehicle. That's not where it all ends, because the center screen here, there's a ton of options that you can go through, and most of the options do have options within options. So there's a lot of stuff that you can kind of go through. For example, you're looking on the screen here, you've got your messages, you've got your audio, what you're listening to, you've got your settings, you've got your compass up top with the temperature up top. You can see your kilometers, how fast you're going, and you've got your vehicle information like your coolant or any of that stuff, which is really important. Also, at the bottom there, you've got your battery voltage. Also, on the handles for you to get in on both driver and passenger side are also wrapped in leather. And the dashboard up top just looks amazing, especially with that white stitching. It just complements everything of this truck. As you can see, more of that wood type trim as well up top. You've got your push to start button located right there. Right underneath that, you've got your gear knob, and you've got your different selections for your off-roading or whatever you need to do with this truck. Moving to the center console, you will notice you have a ton of space, which you cannot run out of, because there's just room everywhere to put whatever you want. Like, you've got cup holder space here, you've got more stuff right behind it, and if you move this whole section back, there's a whole different section of adding whatever you want to put in there. You can have weeks worth of stuff in there. You've also got a wireless charging pad, another phone holder, your USB ports, and a little space to put something. Right above that, you'll see this truck has front and rear parking sensors. If you press down and illuminates, that means it's turned off. If there's no illumination, that means that option is on. You've got your tow mode, your traction control right there, and your air suspension settings. You've also got a trailer brake controller built right into the truck if you ever need to tow anything. And I think the best part of this truck is this massive 12-inch touchscreen. It is a dual screen, which I will show you shortly here. If you look up top, you've got your Ram logo again, another 12-volt adapter. You'll also notice that you have obviously your lane departure warning, you've got your normal four-ways, and your perpendicular park assist, which comes with this truck. Also, you've got hard buttons on the side for your temperature controls, heating and cooling, AC, and all of that good stuff, which you can also use on the actual touchscreen, so you don't have to physically touch the buttons, which is cool. Also, you've got a mute button right there if you just need to mute something, if you don't want to turn it down on a quick call. Also, screen off option, you just tap to turn the screen back on. Super simple. I think this is a really cool feature when it comes to this truck, because you can do a split screen. Again, you can have whatever you want up top, or you can have whatever at the bottom. For example, you can have your media, whatever you're listening to up top, and your, you know, your touch buttons or your temperature control buttons or whatever you want at the bottom. To turn on your heated seats and ventilated seats, you press controls, and again, right here you've got the driver side, passenger side. You've got the option for your dimmer mirror, retractable side step, backup camera, and surround sound camera. A ton of options that you can choose from in this truck, and very, very nice. And there's an option just to press backup camera so you can just see what you're looking at behind you. The quality on this, let me tell you, is super, super clear, very HD. And if you need to zoom in, you just press the little magnifying glass and boom, there you go. You can zoom right in, whatever you need to do. Super clear on this and very, very nice. On all of the 2021 models, this is something new, which is your rear digital rear view mirror. Super, super cool. And I think it's very luxurious, as you mostly see this on, you know, Range Rovers and stuff like that. But having this in a Ram truck, super awesome. Also, in front of you in the driver's side, you have heads-up display, which is also brand new for 2021 models. Again, you see your speed and all the stuff, whatever you need to see in front of you. Super, super cool. Now, if you put your truck in reverse, you have a ton of rear, you know, camera options, even a front camera option that you can take a look at, or you can look at the top view, 360, whatever you need to do. Ton of options that you can take a look through. Taking a look up top, you've got a bunch of controls. Here, you've got your sunroof. You've got your tilt for the sunroof. You've also got to open up the, you know, sunshade if you want to. Also, for your rear window as well, it's power sliding. You've got your inside lights, dome lights on both sides. You've also got assist and SOS buttons if you ever need assistance on the side of the road. You've got your inside light if the door is open, turn it on and off. Again, another light button, and you can open your tailgate from here as well. Having a rear power sliding window is super easy. You can just one press of a button, just open whatever you need to open and just have that fresh air come in, or whatever it is, especially if you have pets. On the front center handrest, you see that design. It continues throughout the whole truck with the limited badging. Again, if you're a carpenter or anything like that, you've got a ton of measuring tools here. And there's extra space if you need to put anything like an iPad or something, and you can charge it with a USB port right in there. Probably my second best option along with that 12-inch screen is a panoramic dual sunroof. Also, you can put some storage in here in the glove department, and you do have a secondary small little space as well right here. Just push of a button and put whatever you need to in there as well. And it just looks really, really cool. And here's the exact window sticker for this truck. Again, you can pause it on whichever part you need to, but this truck has a ton of options, which you'll see here. I'll go through all of them pretty much. A lot of the stuff is standard on this truck, so you can see here the total list price of this truck with the options is $97,815 in Canadian. Plus, you get your manufacturing discounts and dealer discounts on top of that. That's it for this beautiful 2021 Ram 1500 Limited. Leave a comment down below in the comment section on what you think about this truck. Is it good or is it bad?